I am.
And you'd end up on the bottom of a ditty pile.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I don't want to be on the bottom of a ditty pile.
No.
Yeah, it turns out that like there's a lot of cool ideas out there, but the actual total number of solutions are very few and far between.
I'm telling
Is
you,
it a
let's go
solution?
farming.
Is it the final solution?
Let's go farming.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Everything has a pro and con. There is no real solution. Everything's a trade-off.
Let's go farming.
I can't argue with Tom. He's right.
I mean, it's
like I
literally
said,
the only real solution.
You're gonna have cities, and these cities should have zoned farms within their bounds so that people could actually grow food in their backyard, like victory gardens in the day, community fucking gardens.
Austin.
You know?
I mean, when he got set up, like all these places, like literally had like all those parks in the center of these cities were places where cows and pigs used to graze.
And you can't kick the fuck out of him because then you'll be called a racist.
Yes. But anyway, yeah, let's go farming. I think it's like literally the only real solution.
It's not though. It's not because like we tried doing farming for a very long time. Like I swear to fucking God, I'm not interested in
You can't go back to just running through the woods catching animals.
No. I know that we can't. I understand. Like in my heart of hearts, I want us to burn down civilization, return to monkey eat banana. But I also understand that it's not feasible. I want feasible solutions, and as far as I can tell, whether it be from the left or the right, nobody has solutions to our current qualms.
Let's go farming.
I don't know if
people are figuring it out, man.
I don't know if actually farming solves the issue.
It does.
It does.
Turn to monkey.
You see how many people are doing tiny homes and like just off gridding, and you know they're doing it. They're doing it to themselves. They're checking out and they're minimizing.
You know,
why do we need all this shit? Like all
you know,
it does is
there's
make me
a there's a funny thing. Everyone says, including Pnoid here. Everyone says that the U.S. is effectively non-invadable. And it's true. You know, how the fuck could you possibly invade the U.S.? We got two moats. They're called the Atlantic and the Pacific Ocean. Like, we're pretty fucking solid. But it turns out that actually the U.S. can be invaded. All you have to do is put a whole bunch of third worlders at our southern border and tell us that they're good for the economy, and we'll accept them in. I don't know, man. I am.
Wait, is that why they're trying to fucking like suspend the Second Amendment in tons of states?
It's also why they flooded out. Like, dude, that's the First Amendment. They're gonna start flooding shit.
They're already working on fucking killing the First Amendment.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like, as far as I can tell, the U.S. is actually very invadable. You just can't do it traditionally. You can't do it with a whole bunch of fucking, you know, aircraft carriers and fucking, you know, fucking amphibious war boats or whatever the fuck. Nah, you do it in a non-traditional fashion. You use some fifth generational warfare to tell the American people that they want to be invaded, and then you invade them. Simple dimple.
It's dying and the strikes have been broken. What the fuck? When the fuck did you?
They finally settled negotiations.
Yeah. Isn't Israel like trying to invade Lebanon at this point? Like,
right?
Yeah.
They are.
That whole Europe is mobilizing to join the fray. Dude, it's all fucked. Like, everything is super fucked, and we're just
it's ultra fucked.
Internet.
Oh, it's insanely fucked. Yeah, I mean,
listen, who is down for like, fucking Middle East War Part 3? You know what I mean?
It's gonna be, dude. It's literally gonna be World War III, and I don't know if I'm down for that.
I don't know if it's gonna be World War III. Right.
I'm not
Because like
strong enough.
you'd have to somehow drag Asia into it, and I don't think the Chinese are going to get involved. Maybe the North Koreans, but I doubt it. They're not really interested in the smoke.
Okay, let's say that the Middle East gets into a nice, proper little regional war. What's the probability that the U.S. gets dragged into it? Like 100%.
100, because we're already funding it.
100%.
Iran
Yeah.
will declare war.
Yeah.
What's
They
the
just wait.
probability that Russia gets dragged into this? Like 90%, I would
100%.
say. And then once U.S. and Russia are in a proxy war in the Middle East, like what's the probability that I don't know, other nations start getting dragged into it?
100%.
Pretty fucking high.
Yep.
Yeah.
The only thing that'll stop that is if, and I hate to boil it down to politics, but if Trump gets elected, he'll put an end to that shit. If they put Camel Toe Harris in the fucking big chair,
Oh,
they'll push Putin until he says, "Oh, I guess this is war. Then you get what you fucking asked for."
I
'Cause that's
think
all he's waiting to do, is to make it like give himself the max plausible deniability before making it official.
I think that we could avoid World War III if we happen to elect Trump, but I'm sure that the deep state has so many election fortifications to ensure the strength of democracy that
Yes,
like
of course.
I'm not sure if that's actually going to happen.
can we call it
Buckle up, boys.
fortifications or call it like it is cheating?
Just buckle up. It's coming, man. It's shit's about to get
No,
really
you don't
weird
want to
and
call
gay.
it cheating. You want to call it election fortification. That's what the censors prefer you to call it.
All I can tell you is get your food right, get your fucking survival right, because shit's about to get funky.
I'm not afraid to eat people.
Hey, so Pnoid, are we all done streaming then?
Nah, man, I hooked it back up. We're good.
Nice.
Oh, fuck yeah. What's going on, Tom?
Yo, hey, listen, like fucking, I don't know, like I had to restart my computer. It was being retarded. Like fucking wouldn't even let me open my Wi-Fi button. I mean, to hook the shit back up. So like I had to fucking redo my shit.
Yo, Tom, I fucking ripped fucking my left rotator cuff horribly like 2 days ago.
Yeah, you were saying the other day, like shit's all fucked
Yeah,
up.
dude, it hurts.
There's no
Wow.
fucking way that I'm going to stand here and say that I care.
Yeah.
What?
Like,
You know, they got a fucked up rotator cuff. Tom knows, dude, I will fight fucking God, Jesus, and fucking everyone and all.
yeah, I was
just-
talking to Ed last night. He's all fucked up. He got beat up by a pack of black kids outside of the fucking.
You was
ghetto.
telling me about that. I don't give a fuck. I left.
And then he got really tweaked out on some kind of drugs.
Well,
Bro, at
that's
least
it's
he's
Ed.
not on meth anymore.
He might be.
And who's the fucking... Oh, don't even get me started on the fucking furry.
Fucking Floyd. Fucking
Yeah,
Floyd.
don't worry about that.
Fucking piss me the fuck off.
No, it's good. It's a good reminder that as we have these kind of intellectual discussions out of concern for our fellow man, that exists. So when you're saving well-meaning, hardworking people, you're also saving that by default.
Let them die. Let them all die. Fuck it.
No, you're gonna keep them alive by
Nope,
definition.
Nope, fuck 'em. Everyone's going to hell.
I mean, the choices are right. You know what I mean? Like, yo, you fucking save them and turn them into patrons. You know what I mean? Or, you know what I mean? Like, yo, you fucking let them die. You know what I mean? But if you let them die, then like you're worse than the people who you just replaced. Because like the people you just replaced, you know what I mean, allowed all these fucking weirdos to live.
All right, so if you allow the weirdos to die, would you feel bad?
It's not about that, right? It's about the fact that like, like fucking these people, right? And I mean, we're allowed to live in the old system. I mean, like, this is where we are, bro. Like, there's a lot of dumb choices we're gonna have to make. You know what I mean? When it comes down to it. And like, it's shit that we don't want to have to do, but like, it is what it is because like, politics makes strange bedfellows. It's like Twink. You know what I mean? Like, look at Twink. Fucking Twink's a fucking fascist right winger. But it's a
and a
who thinks
massive
it's a-
homosexual,
Yeah.
raging homosexual.
Yeah, literally, like Twink sucks fascist cock, right? But it's what I mean. Like, what do you do with that? What about Nick Fuentes? He likes to, have sex with cat boys.
Also a raging homosexual.
Homosexual,
Yeah.
Right.
You're not wrong, Tom.
Yeah, certainly seems to buck the trend. But I wouldn't say
You're
they're
not wrong.
categorically
We're fucking
representative.
stuck between
The
two
vast
fucking.
majority of right wingers are all like homosexuals.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know if
That's
that's
a
true,
surprising
but it is funny.
figure. Do you have a source for that? I need a source.
Like,
Do you have a
all of-
source, bro?
Yeah, all of the new age, like hardcore righties are all either like cosmopolitan, like shunned people, right? Or homosexuals.
boys? Yeah, I get that. But
Okay, I
let's-
can see that if you put it that way.
You know,
So
I mean,
they're
like, who do you-
basically like
Like who do you have?
they're
You have
counterculture fucking Neapolitans.
you have like fucking Yarvin, right? You got, fucking Nick Fuentes, right? You have fucking Dave Rubin, right? You have
Okay.
Ben Shapiro, right? And
Wait
you
a
have-
minute, was Yarvin at a Diddy party?
No, but Yarvin, like literally, his grandparents came here as communist Jews. His parents worked in the government for the State Department as like fucking ambassadors.
You
Yeah,
know
I've heard
what?
his bio, but
I
he was married.
actually, I would like to agree with that. I think that for the most part, the true right is they're losers.
I mean, they're not losers. I mean,
No,
like,
they're a bunch of fucking losers. Every single one of them, me included. They're a bunch of losers, man.
I would
They are
agree,
losing.
like the vast majority of people I meet on Discord who are right wingers tend to be losers. I agree.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it works.
Am I a loser?
Yeah.
I mean,
Fuck.
yeah, right. Like
But-
these are,
But-
these are.
but-
the thing is
But
like,
there's a
know.
particular bit about being a loser. See, if you're a loser, I mean, you're a fucking loser. But you probably have a particular contempt for the system as it is, right? And so you're disaffected. And
Do you know me?
there
bro?
it is.
and let's all keep this 100% honest here, right? So like the right wingers who are like wholesome and good and whatever, right? Like everybody looks at them and we go, yeah, that's gonna end in a fire fuck ball, right? Like for instance, have you ever seen there's these two like trad cath, like husband and wife combo, right? Who, like they're they're super right wing family people, whatever, right? And they literally just got like fucking like opened up on some fucking media thing about whooping their kid's ass on fucking stream, right? Like this is just what it is at this point. Like fucking and then we look at them like suspect, where it's like, bro, like listen, all these people, you know what I mean? Like, we don't trust any of these, like,
Yo, speaking of
modern day right wingers.
Speaking of gay right wingers, I found this out like 2 weeks ago. And I was
I knew
surprised. Check this out. I don't know if you guys know the Distributist. Tom, I think you know him.
Yes.
But I swear to God, the Distributist, I thought he was gay. He actually has a wife. I swear to God, he has a wife. I
Yeah,
thought
yeah.
he was gay.
Yeah, me too.
I thought he was gay.
Me too. Me too.
I mean, he could be on the deal. I
No,
don't know
no,
the
no.
person.
He's a whatchamacallit?
Heterosexual.
No, he's a Californian.
Tom, didn't you think I was like a 40-year-old?
If he's Californian, then that makes sense. Yeah, they all sound like gays there.
Yeah. Right.
I thought you thought I was like a 40-year-old virgin. And then you were like, oh, no, this guy's legitimately a, like, degenerate.
Yeah, I mean, well, like I thought you were like 80. You know what I mean? Because like you look like you're 80.
Yeah, I'm a fucking monster.
Well, I mean, listen, you're like old as fuck looking. I mean, it is what it is. And you're somewhere, you invented an age somewhere between like 43 and like 90, right? You combine both of them. Looking for this.
I hope you're doing good, Tom. I really do.
I'm trying, man. Listen, I had a rough day today. You know what I mean? Like, I took a night off because, like, I didn't get any sleep, and my dad had an appointment today. They found, like, worse cancer. Like, fucking shit is what it is.
Dude, I ripped the shit out of my left rotator cuff. I can barely even lift my arm. It's fucking awful.
It's all right, man. You know what I mean? You know.
It sucks. And I
Hey,
picked
how's
up another
how's your dad doing? Is he doing
As
chemo or whatever
I
the fuck?
just said, like, so he had bladder cancer and had, like, a tumor removed, and then, like, they went in, like, do a scrape to find out how they did, and turns out he has a new type of cancer there, plus the old cancer back. And I mean, and so, like, you know, we start chemo in, like, week and 3 days. You know what I mean?
You know, the last thing that I would want to do is be the bearer of bad news, but like honestly, man, that
Yeah, I know.
motherfucker gonna die.
Yeah, I know.
You gotta admit, he's a tough motherfucker, though.
He is a tough motherfucker, but it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? He's gonna die. Like, it is what it is.
Everyone's gonna die. It is what it is. When the fucking bell tolls, dude.
Yeah. You know,
Fuck. I'm
yeah,
sorry,
it
man.
is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, you know, motherfuckers is getting old.
Honestly, I'm like, you can't see it, but I'm like giving you a fucking salute there, man. It is what it is. We're all gonna die.
The thing about slow death is that they get real honest. They get real honest with you, and you have time. You have time to talk to them when they're actually like they just drop all that shit from the past and they just, you know, tell it like it is for a minute.
Yeah.
You know, like my grandparents were killed by fucking doctors because everyone believed all the hype, margarine and saccharin and all that shit, all those pills. And my grandpa was a tough dude, man, and he used to be like real quiet and he changed.
Old
He had a
school.
complete personality change towards the end,
Fuck. My fucking
and it was
grandfather
refreshing. I was like,
killed. Awful.
I feel you.
I think he wished that he had been more assertive because he thought the way to go was to please women. Like, oh, just make her happy, make her happy. I think in the end he was more like, why the fuck would why would I do that? I should have told these bitches to fuck off long ago.
See, that's wisdom right there.
Yeah.
I have, personally speaking, I have yet to encounter, and you know, maybe this is just my own issues or whatever, but I have yet to encounter a single woman that is as intelligent as the boys. The boys are cool. The boys are smart. The boys, they understand what the fuck is going on. A chick? Nah, chick's kind of dumb. Every
You're not
single
gonna
time, the
find
chick's
a
kind of
girl.
dumb. That's how it works.
You're
I
not
know
gonna
some of them.
find
Like
a broad.
Candace Owens pretty damn smart.
She might be. She's not as smart as the boys, though.
On a Warhammer joke, you're not gonna find a fucking chick that's as smart as the orc boys.
I actually agree with that. The average tech boy from the orcs is smarter than the average Sisters of Silence. 100%. 100%. Yep.
What about the guns with nuns?
Well, they are the guns with they are the nuns with guns.
Nuns
Yeah.
with guns. I know.
Yeah, that's
I
the
said that
Sisters
on
of
purpose.
Silence. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the fucking Celestine, whatever the fuck her name is.
Saint Celestine. Yeah. Yeah. Very, very powerful woman. But still, if you take the average Sister of Silence and you take the average tech orc boy,
Oh, an orc would fuck up 10 of them.
oh yeah. I mean the orc tech boy, he's a smart little fuck.
Especially if he's painted yellow.
That's how you make him smart. And if you want him to go fast, you paint him red.
Right.
If you want him to be stealthy, you paint him purple. You know why? Have you ever seen a purple orc? No.
Yep.
That's why they're stealthy.
Wow, you were right.
See,
Conservatives are fucking
fucking-
losers.
Dude, Tom. We're losers.
I fucking told you.
All right, I think the rest
That's
of
right.
us in here are like Warhammer fans.
All right, hang on, bro. Listen, let me look up conservative YouTubers.
Not gay.
DACA. What about DACA?
Right, images. We'll go with images. All right. Yeah, so yeah, you got Steven Crowder, right, who's a flaming homosexual, right?
Is he? Is he really?
Yo, listen, you know all the gay shit that they were doing at work?
Doesn't he?
I
Like-
don't know much about him. I'm just asking for like.
Didn't
Yeah.
didn't he used to have a wife and he also has kids or some shit like that? Like I don't know if
Yeah.
he's a homosexual.
Many of them have
Yeah, I
beards.
saw-
you know
I
what
s-
I mean? But like he
saw
literally
the
was
thing
like
where he was
sexually
yelling at his
assaulting
wife.
guys at work and like would like show up
Oh.
naked and all types of stuff.
No, that's funny.
I thought that was Alex Stein.
No, that was him.
Oh shit.
Pretty good.
Okay,
Are
you
they
can.
not the same person?
Okay. Hold on. You can say that he was like sexually assaulting like dudes at work, but like, I mean, is it not funny if you just show up to work with just naked? Like you can say, oh, that's like gay or whatever, but like, I'm pretty sure that there was a time when like, just like taking down your pants and flashing your dick was like funny. It wasn't gay. It was just funny. It's like, fuck you. I'm naked now. What are you gonna do about it?
Back in my day, we always dipped our balls in the donuts.
Yeah, no, it was
Everyone
a
would
whole.
have a good old time.
Yeah, that used to be a whole thing.
Back in my day, we didn't call them people.
Yeah, fucking rife with sexual misconduct, degeneracy, and aggression. Fucking that's from Not Gay Jared.
Yeah, Stephen Crowder's gay
Yeah,
as fuck.
but
Gay as fuck. Gay
not
as fuck.
not gay. Jared had an entire fucking issue with Steven Crowder. Like they actually
They
seemed
all
kind of
do.
personal.
He's a gay fucking bully, man. Everyone has issue with him.
Who's your other fucking Jew?
That's
The
who's
little
doing
guy, fucking Tim
Ben
something.
Shapiro.
I mean, to be fair, it does seem as though a number of his ex-employees have an issue with him. But I mean, I have no idea.
Yeah. And I mean, like again, like literally, like fucking, like there was all these
Not Gay
allegations
Jared.
about all types of shit about him.
A quarter black Garrett. A number of people had an issue with him. But I mean, yeah, it is what it is, I guess.
Yeah.
What about fucking that fucking Timcast guy? All that shit.
Pool?
going on
Tim
with
Pool.
him.
Tim Pool has never been seen with a woman,
No, he hasn't. I think that dude's legitimately
and he
kind of a
sings
freak.
emo music.
He
I know, it's-
literally okay, look.
Have
I'm
you
not
ever
gonna
seen
say-
Tim
I'm
Pool's
not
music
gonna-
videos?
I'm not going to say that I'm the biggest fan of Tim Pool, okay, but Tim Pool literally has a girlfriend, all right? She's kind of an ugly motherfucker. Like I wouldn't date her, but he has a girlfriend.
Hold up, bro. Hold up. Listen, we're gonna do this, okay? 'Cause,
All right, let's do it.
He's been swatted so many times. I'd say it would be fair that he's not trying to publicize those things so that they don't get killed because he's on the show.
He literally has a girlfriend who is not very attractive, but he has a girlfriend.
Does she look like him?
That sounds like more of a beard than anything. It's like if you have
She might be
money
a beard.
and success and fame, you could get a hot girl. Why would
So
you want
listen,
ugly?
listen to this motherfucker singing, bro.
Myself to find the place.
What?
Promised I would never leave behind, but like a subtle proclamation of my unkept word.
It's a bit emo, to be fair. It's pretty emo.
Place I once called home has ceased to be. No,
Oh, this
there's
is
nothing
retarded. Fuck him.
left but broken glass.
That's
Empty
gay.
words and empty promises.
The cool thing kind of fell off a cliff after COVID anyway.
It's not supposed to be like this.
Yeah, tell me this is not some gay shit.
Okay, dude. Okay, hold on.
What up?
Look,
Dude, that's worse than My Chemical
look,
Romance.
I'm not gonna stand here and say that like Tim Pool does a great job at everything. Honestly, I think that he's kind of a cunt and he's kind of an egotist and he fucking loves the sound of his own voice, as do I, to be fair. But I think that dude, at the very least, like he's out here trying, man. He's out here fucking trying. Like, I'm not saying that like all his work is good, but look, he's trying, man. He's fucking trying. What else can you say about him? He's trying. Okay. By the way,
I can say like yo, he's singing some gay ass shit.
He's
Look, I
singing My
mean,
Chemical
look,
Romance.
it might sound like pretty gay and kind of emo, and you know what? I would agree with that, but at the very least, he's trying. Okay, that is literally all any of us can do. Maybe you don't like the way that he's trying to do shit. I don't necessarily like it, but at least at the end of the day, he's fucking trying. All right, I actually don't find qualm with this.
I don't think he can be counted as a conservative either.
Oh no, he's 100% a conservative.
Of course, he's a conservative.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, doesn't he
I'm not saying he's a
say
good.
himself he's a libertarian?
He's not a good conservative, but he's a conservative.
No, he doesn't call himself a libertarian. He calls himself a conservative.
I'd fuck his wife just to
Oh,
say
alright.
I did.
I don't know.
Really,
I don't know
You would
these guys
literally
that
have
well.
sex with like a transvestite hooker. I don't want to hear your nonsense.
Alright, I'll shut the fuck up.
Wait, did you actually have sex with a chick with a dick?
I'll shut the fuck up.
Bro, if you did that, that's actually kind of cringe.
Yo, listen, hold on. Here's another thing, right? Can I ask something about like this shit, bro? Like real shit. Let me ask something.
In which I revealed that woke scholarship is in fact fraudulent.
Look at this guy.
I
James
wrote
Lindsay.
a book in which I defined critical race theory as calling everything you wish
Tell
to
me
control
why
racist
all these conservatives
until
have
you
dumb
control
face.
it. I'm at
This
the
guy has dumb
center
face.
of
I do not
identifying
respect
the
James Lindsay.
sexualization of children through
What
queer
the fuck
theory.
is that dude next to him? He looks like the fucking risen with the tism.
Yeah.
Nice. Accurate.
Here's
Nobody-
another one. Here's another conservative.
Who's James
Nobody
Lindsay?
respects James Lindsay.
I never heard of him.
Well,
This
You
is
mean
constant
Oxford?
First,
All right,
bullshit.
well,
return that is a new form of racism that we must all oppose. It means
Retards.
also I will not use
Is
this
this
opportunity
Parliament?
to
What
say
the
I
fuck
told
is
you
this?
so.
No,
as
this is-
someone who
I
spent
don't know,
the
this
last
is
5 years
Oxford
warning
University.
people in the West that if we continue to erode our culture, if we continue to undermine our confidence
Dude,
in
they're
Western
all like
values,
tiny little
that our
manlets.
enemies like Vladimir Putin will seek to capitalize
Yeah.
on it. I will
Like, listen, you know what I mean? Like, come on.
That's not an Anglo, that's a Jew.
Yeah, he's like a European. He's professedly gay though. Like he's a
Which-
like to your point, he's a straight European Dave Rubin.
Oh, to be honest, I did not know it was a. Fuck it, never mind.
Yeah, he ain't fronting. He's not pretending.
Yeah, he's a gay Jew, right? Like half of conservatives are gay Jews now.
Damn.
Is
I
Ben
gotta say
Shapiro-
that's actually a revelation because when I picture conservative, I picture down here where I'm at, fucking rednecks. You know what I mean?
Is Ben Shapiro a gay Jew or a regular Jew? I think he might be a Jew.
Both. Might be both.
I would say
He's got tons of kids, yo.
He
might be both.
That's a beard. Ben
Nah,
Shapiro actually seems kind of gay to me, like straight up.
Well, I'll tell you guys, you know what? You need to stand here and understand that the facts don't care about your feelings, okay, guys?
Yeah,
He's
it's the way he
effeminate, but
talks.
that's
yeah,
just
he's-
little-
It's,
that's
it's,
just
it's a
little
bit
man
effeminate.
Yeah.
I mean, is it Napoleon syndrome or is he just
Yes.
gay? I don't know.
Both. And he's
Both.
Jewish.
Yeah.
You don't want to be known as a cook.
Ben might be he might act fruity in the pants, but I think that's just behavioral because he's so cerebral.
I
And
think
that's
that
kind of like the fucking city Jew, fast talking, fast thinking way
The
of
greatest
being.
lie ever told.
Because it doesn't come off as aggressive.
I think that Ben
How
Shapiro
gay? Wait.
might
How
be
gay? How gay does
one
this
of the
dude
worst conservatives.
Look? How gay does this dude look?
All right, let me fucking.
Extremely fucking gay. I think this dude is gay. I agree, man.
You know who that is?
Yeah, that's what a faultist. Yeah, I think he might be a gay. Like, listen
Oh,
to his
that's that
voice.
fucking dude, and doesn't he fucking like headline as like Tim Pool's fucking like dude?
No, he has nothing to do with Dimpool. But he sounds gay as shit, and everybody knows
Yeah, he looks
it.
gay as shit.
It looks like his mouth is hungry. They're
Right.
fucking gay.
I'm saying, like,
Gay.
look at all these fucking conservatives, bro. Like, real shit.
In 10 years, I swear to God, in 10 years, what if Altus is going to come out and is going to go, you know what? I am a strong conservative, but I am also gay, and I love sucking penis. I swear to God, give him 10 years. He's going to come out and say that.
You know, they say
about
Look.
Whatever
Look
happened
at
to
Nick
look at
Fuentes.
this dude.
Nick Fuentes
this
is
dude.
also an example of a gay conservative. Yes.
Right?
Or it's just a
That's it.
psyop.
Blame the gays.
Nick Fuentes is only slightly less homosexual than Milo Yiannopoulos. That's all I got to say there.
That dude's fucking gay as a $3 bill.
Yeah.
Yeah, but here's the thing. You know, there's a lot of their viewpoints that I agree with, and I'm not gay, not really.
I mean, it was that one time during band camp.
Well, you're not that gay. I understand.
Yeah, like all these people, you know what I'm saying? Like fucking, they're like all the conservatives are fucking gay as shit, bro. Like,
But that means everyone's fucking gay, because the lefties are fucking seriously gay. Like, they're
Well,
openly,
the left
the
is
parades and the
the
shit.
left is more gay than the right, but everybody's gay.
Beyond gay, dude. They're
Yeah.
beyond. They're beyond gay.
See, the thing about the
They're
thing about
up in your
the
face.
the thing about the right is that at least, like, you know, we're not happy about people being gay. The left is like, oh, please actually be more gay. We'll like you more if you just suck more dick. Yeah.
Oh, look, if everyone's gay, then it's about boundaries, where the
Did
left
you
have
watch the
none.
video of the fucking gay for Palestine doing a tweet? And then they actually did it to like Palestine's fucking like Twitter. They're
Dude,
like,
I'm a trans man for Palestine.
I so badly want to send all these fucking people to Palestine.
dude, it'd be hilarious. There's not a building tall enough.
I have a huge problem with fucking hypocrites, and I want them all to go.
I actually, personally speaking, I rather like Alex Stein. I think that Alex Stein is actually like he's a funny conservative. I actually like the guy. That's really good. I think he's cool.
the only like, listen, I like the fact that Alex Stein showed me that, you know what I mean, old Patchy McGee is like 3 foot fucking tall. And by the way, why are all these conservatives 3 foot tall too? That's another.
I did notice that they're fucking manlets.
They're all tiny little men.
Fucking
Ugh.
dude, they're weak.
Could it be that that's all they could find for media, and guys who are conservative mostly are actually just out working and they're busy, like doing man shit?
I don't think it's that.
And
bro.
it's just a media skew.
No. You know what I think it is, bro? I think it's literally like fucking that, you know what I mean? Like little motherfuckers as a whole, like little dudes, you know what I mean, need the government to protect them. Right? And they want order.
Papa government, save me. Don't let them beat the fuck out of me.
Yeah, that's where it's at.
Okay, so I just want to say that, like, as an internet manlet, I'm 5'10". I understand that I'm a tiny. I know I'm tiny, but I don't want I don't want the government to protect me.
Oh, Did you hear about fucking the dude? The second Trump assassin, the fucking court got fucking immediately like adjourned.
No. What?
That's fucking fucked up. It's screaming fucking like.
Oh yeah. There's some new evidence that came out today, I think, and it's like the second Trump assassin, like he might have some connection
or whatever.
He might have some connection to like either. our government or like maybe some foreign governments. Like it came out and it's interesting. There might be a little bit of a conspiracy.
He has ties to Iran.
Look,
Yeah.
dumb guy. Look at the
And
fucking
Ukraine.
dumb face motherfucker, long ass hair, right? You know what I mean? Just like,
I
What,
think
this
he-
guy?
yeah.
No, this guy's cool. No, I like this guy.
And he has a dumb face.
No, I like this guy. This guy's cool.
I know you like this guy. You have a lot of normie opinions.
Dude,
So
he used to run like a regular YouTube channel, and then he completely converted it over to like being pro Trump. And
When me and Brad first met, I didn't
like,
think
I
we'd
respect
get
that.
along, but turns out we kind of agree on everything.
All these
Your
people
racial
suck.
identity is the most
All
important
these
thing.
people fucking suck.
Nah, Ryan Long is cool. Ryan Long is fucking cool.
No, he's not.
Ryan Long is cool, bro. I don't know where you're at. Ryan Long is cool.
No,
He looks submissive and brutal.
He's the guy on the right. Ryan Long is cool. Dude, literally look
Matt
up
Walsh.
anything from Ryan Long in the last year. It's cool.
it's not cool.
Yeah, I know he makes jokes, but you know,
Yeah,
all these
I
people
like
suck.
jokes,
all these
man.
People suck. All
Matt
these
Walsh
people
is
suck.
great.
Okay, who doesn't
There's no
suck
way
in
Matt
your
Walsh is
mind?
gay.
Matt Walsh, best
There's
There's no
example.
way he's gay.
Best example is conservative.
Do you think men can?
Ain't
be
no
hurt?
way
Oh,
Matt
here's-
Walsh is
here's
secretly
another
gay in
one,
every
bro.
play.
This is another one, bro. Like this dude, like yo, old,
Why is it
baby
always
teeth,
stuff-
old baby teeth.
And
Charlie
the giant head. Who's shut
It's literally me.
right? Old baby teeth, giant head, baby face, little
He
tiny
looks like,
itty bitty baby
Buddy.
face in the middle of his face and shit.
But he's smart. Oh, I like his points though. He looks like if Butthead was made into a real person.
Listen, why do they all look this way, bro? Real shit. God damn it. I just had somebody in my motherfucking head
He's-
I wanted to show.
He's not a manlet.
He's not a manlet, but he's a bitch, right? Look, and he's ugly and he has a dumb face.
How is he a bitch though?
He's a bitch and he has a dumb like, bro. Did you ever see him get punked?
No.
Oh.
I've seen him.
Back.
I've seen him. Like, look, he goes to college campuses. He can't be putting hands on these kids. He's trying to.
Fuck.
That Anna bitch. I
Make
can't
bullying
stand her
great
voice,
again.
but I would fuck the shit out of her. Allegedly.
Yo, this was great. This was like one of my favorite times. Like, fucking, it was amazing. Yo, Charlie Kirk got fucking beat the fuck up.
Like physically, or you mean like lost the debate?
Not like, bro. He got. Wait. You're gonna see it. Hang on.
What the hell's a groiper?
You're gonna love this shit. Hang on.
I'm just asking from America's
Fine.
perspective because it's not in our interest. They act
Remember
against
the
our
short
interest.
question part?
Sure. I mean, how is it in our interest that we
Easy.
give this money to Israel?
All right, so it's required that they have to buy American weaponry. Israel is the only democracy in the Middle East, the only place where all three monotheistic religions are allowed to peacefully practice. It's the only country in the Middle East where all three monotheistic religions are represented in their government. It's the only place in the Middle East that has any appreciation for LGBT rights whatsoever.
Can you
It's the
pause
only
for a sec?
country in the Middle East that doesn't throw homosexuals.
I just want to say that basically all of the monotheistic religions, which includes Judaism, Islam, and Christianity, they all worship the Jewish God, which is completely and utterly fake and gay, and I have no idea why it is that man worships this shit, but, you know, it is what it is. Sorry, you can continue.
All right. So, like, okay. Hold on. Let me get to like this shit. Hang on.
I don't see the part where he's losing.
Hang on.
And then the second part is also you have the Apollo incident in which they illegally stole
All right,
weapons-grade uranium.
Enough
The
of
CIA
this-
has reports
enough
on
of
this.
Anti-Zionist,
No,
anti-Semitic
I'm not
rhetoric.
anti-Israel. I'm just asking from America's perspective.
I'm
perspective, 'cause it's not in
anti-Zionist.
our interest.
I agree.
They act
I'm
against our
Remember the short
anti-Christian.
question part?
Sure. I mean, how is it in our interest that we
Easy.
give this money to Israel?
All right, so it's required that they have to buy American weaponry. Israel is the only democracy in the Middle East, the only place where all three monotheistic religions are allowed to peacefully practice. It's the only country in the Middle East where all three monotheistic religions are represented in their government. It's the only place in the
I don't
Middle
see why
East
we
that
should care
has
about any of that.
any appreciation for
this
LGBT
is what
rights
we're talking
whatsoever.
about.
It's the
That's
only
not our
country in the Middle
concern.
East that doesn't throw homosexuals off the top of buildings when they find them. It is the only partner that we have in the fight against radical
cares?
Islamic terrorism.
Yeah,
And
I don't give a shit about any of that.
Your narrative could be extrapolated to say, well,
They
why
made
on
it
earth would we
gay
have a
and
partner
lame.
like Israel? Guess what? The world's a better place because of Israel. That's right. All right, we'll do one or two more. I think we're running.
Yeah, Charlie Kirk
Okay.
is a Jew.
Maybe three.
I
maybe.
agree.
Well, that was bashful. Charlie, I speak for a not insignificant coalition of students in your organization that believes that your movement is utterly toothless. There was a young man, I think a week or two ago, that slapped you around pretty good on immigration. And so I guess my perspective is this. When we look at somewhere like Texas where immigrants are coming in and they are voting something like 70-30 for Democrats, they're utterly anti-gun. This is Pew Research, and utterly against free speech. I don't really think it matters how many young leadership, whatever conferences you hold. Demographics are going to catch up to you and you're going to lose. This is a culture where you're going to get routed.
Let's go! This guy,
You talk
that
super
makes
fast.
sense.
I think what you were saying is I'm wrong about immigration, basically, is what you're saying. So, okay, effectively. Okay, so I'll make my stance perfectly clear. We should build a wall. I've said that time and time again. We should restrict illegal immigration. I don't even describe illegal border crossing as immigration because it cheapens people like Kimberly's family. That is border jumping and line
this is
cutting.
too little too late.
Immigration
I
is
actually
applying at your embassy and getting peaceful entry
What
into
up?
the country. I said something so
Charlie
explicitly
Kirk
clear.
is-
There
Charlie
should be no
Kirk is
limitation
cucked.
on EB-5 visas. You know what an EB-5 visa is? No, you don't. EB-5 visa means that you come with $1 million cash and you have to create 10 jobs. Right now, we limit the amount of EB-5 visas in our country, which is one of the most backwards, stupid things we could possibly do. If you have money and you want to do good,
Yes,
you should be
Sigmund
given
Culture.
entry into the United States and saying, welcome to our country.
And that's a merit-based system.
no,
That's a good
And
point.
that's
no,
what the
no,
president has
no,
done. Some
no.
sort of people-
That's
Listen,
such
we
a
want them to
cuck
come over
perspective.
here and buy our
Intentionally
businesses.
misrepresented
That's
my
important.
comments by saying
We don't need
that
American
somehow
businesses.
This is
I don't
so
understand the
cucked.
threat of border jumping or line crossing into the line cutting into this country, which is just not true whatsoever. I will say this though, that I don't believe the conservative movement, and some people believe
Yeah,
this,
I
should
want to
become
be
an
replaced, but they have to
anti-legal
replace
posture.
me
I'm afraid
legally.
You hold that
Fuck
position.
this.
I'm sorry? Pick you, that's fine. Happy to. You're wrong. I'm going to tell you why you're wrong. Because if you believe in market economics, you want as many ambitious, aspirational, ethical, and entrepreneurial people to come into your country as possible. That's the position I hold.
this.
Thank you for your
Fuck that. Fuck that. So, wait, fucking. Dude. Fuck
Yo,
that.
yo, the
That's
Groypers
so
whooped
gay.
that ass, son. Just expose
That
them. Let
was
them,
socialist as fuck.
yeah.
Dude, fucking pause the shit.
What up?
That is Charlie Kirk has an incredibly gay position here. The student that was trying to like ask the question was 100% correct.
Yeah.
Like Charlie Kirk is over here and he's saying, "Look, I want to be replaced, but I want to be replaced legally." What the fuck? What the? Why? Why does he have that position?
Yeah, what even is that?
That's insanity, bro. That doesn't make any sense. Like that is a what do you call that? What do you call a position that is that you can't possibly uphold into the future? Non-tenable. He has a non-tenable position.
Yeah, I agree. Right. But like, his position is, what I mean, like fucking libertarianism. Libertarianism.
It was same thing, yeah.
TK, dude, you got points, man.
That's what I'm saying. Let's keep going.
I have a question. It's kind of, I'm going to try to make it as quick as I can. Establishment conservatives like yourself hold that national health care for Americans is too expensive, immoral, and doesn't work. Yet the U.S. gives Israel, Central America, Africa, and other regions billions in foreign aid. In particular, Israel received $3.8 billion
Israel
to
is our
subsidize
realist
its immoral,
dollars.
expensive healthcare system, while Americans are made bankrupt by healthcare costs and pay a far higher effective tax rates than Israelis. My question, therefore, why would white Americans send their taxpayer dollars to fund Israel's healthcare while our mothers fight cancer, our brothers die of opioid overdoses, and the
Because
news
the
of a
government
baby
gives
brings
money
not
to
joy
shit
and happiness,
overseas.
but grave concern over thousands and thousands in future medical bills?
That's a
How
good
is that
question.
America first?
Thank you for being here tonight. So what is the foreign aid we give Israel spent on?
A lot.
Bombs for blowing up children.
Who cares?
But also their
It's our money.
healthcare system, their wall, which we don't have.
Doesn't matter. They're brown children.
I'm having a little fun.
So I'll answer the question for you. The foreign aid we give Israel is spent on American defense manufacturers that employ Americans and is built on a joint alliance. It's not built on
fuck
their
me,
domestic
Charlie
program.
Kirk.
So
Oh my God,
so you
dude.
believe
Charlie
Welcome to
Kirk
conservatism.
sucks. Charlie Kirk
morally
sucks.
Welcome to conservatism.
Dude,
He
Tom,
sucks so bad.
Why is everyone on stage a fucking manlet?
System, which by your moral code is immoral.
So we're
Dude, it's not about them
Charlie
being
Kirk is like
manly.
7 feet tall.
He might
He's
be
like
7 feet
6'4".
tall. He's
only
fucking
if they spend
retarded.
it on U.S. defense manufacturers. So Boeing, Lockheed Martin, Northrop Grumman, millions of Americans are employed
Boeing,
by the
they're
very
doing good.
countries that we have a joint partnership
Dude,
with
fuck-
Israel.
Fuck
Let me
this
say
guy.
something else.
Fuck this
I
guy.
appreciate you being here
He's
tonight.
like
I get a lot of
he's a
questions.
Bush
basically
era
explaining-
neoconservative.
I'm a proud freedom
He's
loving,
basically explaining that it's
patriot.
corporate
I believe in
socialism.
America first. But I also believe in the
And
sovereignty of
laundering
Israel.
through another
I also
fucking
am so
country.
perplexed
Cool.
and
Yeah, but
frustrated
he's
by
talking about
the
it through
amount of
like
hatred
the
that
points of
goes
Donald
against
Trump.
the country
Oh my
that
God,
has
I hate
half
this guy.
of
I
the
hate this
Jews
guy
in the
so
entire
hard.
world. The
Always
only
have hated
democracy
him.
in the Middle East, the only place where Muslims, Christians, and Jews all represent in the same government in the Middle East, the only country in the Middle East that doesn't
Someone
throw gays
should
off the
do
top
an
of
Uncle
buildings when they
Ted.
come in contact with them.
Against Charlie Kirk.
My alma mater and Iowa City being my hometown, there's plenty of leftism here. That
Hey,
needs to
dog,
rise.
do you think he's retarded?
Do that. And
I think he's fucking retarded.
I don't think he's
No,
retarded.
my dog's
I think he's a
yeah, he's
libertarian.
fucking dumb.
My question is, you said our immigration.
Dude, he's not
Well,
even a libertarian. He's a literally a
US
fucking
continue
neoconservative.
its present immigration
I'm going
policy,
to go
which
to
currently
bat
ensures, as you said,
for
nearly 1 million
RFK on this
immigrants
one.
are allowed in each year.
It's like he's been saying.
You know what?
This
RFK
is- they set the table.
RFK is probably better than Charlie Kirk on this one. I agree.
Well, yeah. Well, the point is that politics is they set the table with two turds, and you sit down and choose one.
Dude, at the very least, fucking RFK is trying to get seed oils out of our foods. I mean, fucking hell. At least that's kind of a good thing.
Yo, Tom, is that your
Amazing.
analytics?
I mean, yeah.
Actually, not bad,
I was just looking at the chat, seeing who's here. Welcome,
That's not
welcome,
bad.
Tactical Fat Nap and DJ Ronnie G. Man, listen, I can't just completely ignore them all the fucking time. But yeah, you know what I mean. I was just, checking to see who was here, who was in the chat. See how many people were watching. We got like 8 people watching at the moment. But yeah, man, listen, Charlie, Brett, you listen. Just you gotta watch. He's gonna get just fucking pwned over
This
and
guy
over and over
fucking.
again.
I didn't realize how much I hated Charlie Kirk until just now. Fuck this guy.
He's like a gayer version of Charlie Sheen.
I'll admit this is.
No, he's just basic bitch civic nationalism. That's all he is. This is basic bitch civic nationalism.
It's not
Is that
civic
right?
nationalism. This is neocon. This is neocon. This is neocon bullshit. I hate this. I hate this so much.
I agree.
Yeah, I've never heard these talking points. I've always seen the clips of him going to college and debating like.
This is what he's doing. This is his Turning Point
Dumb
USA
things.
thing.
Like I've seen the kiosk ones where it's in,
Well,
in
all
the
right,
square
go
of the
ahead and play
campus
it.
and they're just talking about like basic fucking gay shit.
Yeah, this
which
is
doesn't
his
mean
thing.
anything.
Right, you're watching.
Let's hear what else gay shit he has.
Leftists and their
Yeah, these
ideology
policies are
and
bad.
democratic in their voting patterns. And I think this question is different enough from the earlier immigration question to warrant a response, given that some elections are lost by 100,000 votes or less.
So I try not to look at immigration in terms of political. I'll look because I think that could be very convoluted. I will say that 1 million people a year, the way we've been doing it, is not what's best for our country. I've been looking at the data. Senator Tom Cotton has a great bill that he introduced to bring it down to 500,000 based on merit. Again, I believe in ending chain migration and ending the visa lottery. That's hundreds of thousands of people in that million figure. I've also said that if you graduate from a United States university with a skill, upon graduation of your diploma, we should staple a green card behind your diploma. Okay,
Oh, fuck that! Fuck that! That's insanity!
To Korea or
Did he just fucking say the part that he wasn't supposed to say?
No.
What the
investment
shit?
that we made within our own university. That doesn't make logical sense to me. I do think, though, that we have to be for legal immigration, but we have to be very smart in the way that we do it. It can't be unlimited, it can't be unrestrained, and we cannot have a porous southern border. And guess what? I want to look at the data and analyze exactly what's best for our country, and I think you and I could probably agree on a lot of that. So
Guess
thank you for your
what? Guess
comment.
what?
Thanks for
I
your
want
insights.
to import. I want to import a whole bunch of brown people. I want them to replace you, but I want them to do so legally.
What up?
I
Sorry, I was just parroting Charlie Kirk's
Several who were released from
position.
prison by the First Step Act have actually gone on to commit more crimes after their release. For example, Joel Francisco, a crack dealer from Providence, Rhode Island, is now a fugitive because he is suspected of committing a murder just months after his release in February of this year. Do you still support your previous position?
I'll have to look into that specific example. Look, I support what Texas and Arkansas did, Texas and Florida did at their specific First Step Act. That's a horrible example. It's indefensible. No one should have to be, harmed. But I will say that I think there's a wide agreement, and Senator Chuck Grassley totally agrees with this, that our prison system is totally broken. And successful reentry is a very complicated thing. That example is brutal, and I'm not going to diminish it or try to, say that it's, it's not one that should be given credence. However, with the amount, it's actually not good long term if we don't find a way to successfully reenter people that are currently in our prison system. So more examples like that would continue to happen if we don't crack this code, that people in our federal penitentiary system have a way to find dignity when they reenter, because they are going to reenter eventually.
My question is for Charlie Kirk. Why do you deny the attack on the USS Liberty, which is well documented by both U.S. and Israeli sources, which resulted in the death and injuries of over 200 Americans?
I deny that it was a deliberate attack by the Israeli government. That's what I deny. Thank you.
But it was the Israeli government that did it.
Well, that's Rand Paul right there, by the way, bro.
Is there another comment you'd like to make about that?
That's a good question.
Sure.
Some people would disagree. I would just like to ask one more quick thing. Would you be willing to debate somebody that is an actual America First conservative like Nick Fuentes?
He got a Teddy Spaghetti shirt on.
Thank you.
All right. I give back to you credit. I'm going to fucking
How you guys
tip my
doing?
hat
Thanks
to
for
him.
coming to New Hampshire today. My question is from Mr. Kirk. I was just going to say, why are you so obsessed with pushing homosexuality into the conservative movement when America is a Christian country based on family values? Maybe Mr. Paul come in at the end of that, because he has said about the gay marriage.
Fuck Christianity.
Take exception with the word obsession. I'm not really sure where you would take that
Yeah,
from.
I'm telling you, bro. They went after this dude.
Proud that I have some of the closest friends and some of our most productive and amazing spokespeople and employees for Turning Point USA are individuals that are gay, and I think there's absolutely nothing wrong with the conservative movement.
You hear what he just said, Space Marine?
Talented people that also happen to be gay.
A nice gay conservative movement.
Thank you both for coming up.
Okay.
When President Trump speaks, he mentions many of his successes in regards to specific races: unemployment rate among blacks, small business ownership among Hispanics and Asians. At the same time, he not only avoids mentioning the main demographic that voted for him, white America, but continues to promote a progressive post-racial politic that suggests white voters should be grouped only by their political beliefs. As a white man attempting to move past identity politics, much like yourselves, I am wondering how realistic it is to expect other racial groups to stop banding together based on ethnicity and move forward as we have, especially when there is no pressure to assimilate to an American identity beyond that of having access to and consuming the same products.
That was actually a good question.
Well, I mean, I guess I kind of treat it the same. I kind of treat it the same as the last question a little bit, in that the best kind of justice, the best kind of government doesn't care what the color of your skin is, whether you're man, woman, black, white, and that's the best. That's the direction we should go. Can I make you not think about identity, or can I make us? I can't do that. But I think we're heading in that direction, and I think there was a time, look, my wife's
So far, a fair
dad's
response.
Baptist, and my wife's mom is Catholic. It was a big deal. The Baptist wouldn't come to the wedding because he married a non-Christian, according to them, all right? Catholics and Protestants didn't get along. Now you'd almost never see that anymore. But you see people marrying across racial boundaries. You see, we are an amalgamation that all the bad stuff you can say about our country, about us not figuring out how to get along, is better than it was 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago. But some of it isn't my job either, because people come to me and they complain about cultural things. Like, you know what the biggest problem we have related to poverty in our country? It's having kids before you're married. I can't do anything about it. I can't make you not do whatever it takes to have children. That's your business. But preachers should talk about it, and your community should talk about it. I'm not saying it's not important. It probably might be one of the most important things that people know in high school and as they become an adult, is to try not to have kids until you're married, because you'll live in poverty.
You should have kids before you're married.
I can't do it.
That's
I can't
the
make
way
a law
that
tell
we have
people
to do it
that. Doesn't mean
nowadays.
I'm not for it, But it kind of
Right.
makes
Or
ministers
just
will
don't
come to
get
me and say,
married.
well, that's your job. You've got to tell
Government
people to do that. So some of it's through exhortation, trying to get people to do what we think is the right thing.
Holy
and
fuck,
then some of it's through law. And being more libertarian leaning, I'm for the law doing very little at the federal government other than...
Can you pause this for a second? As far as I can tell, the traditional Christian value by which I guess our forefathers wanted our country to abide by, that shit is dead. It doesn't exist anymore. Christianity makes no more sense to the average American than does fucking Hinduism. It's dead. It's fucking dead, and I have no idea why we need to prop it up, even though it's clearly not working. Memes only exist insofar as they benefit the fucking biological structure. This is insanity. I dislike both of these people. What the fuck are they talking about?
I'm trying to tell you.
It's because marriage is an industry that contributes to GDP. Big time.
Right. And if
GDP is our god. That is true.
If two people loved each other so much, why would you get the government involved?
I've been trying to say that, and they're just so fucking washed up in it that it's like talking to a wall. I got a buddy going through that exactly now. No, because it's what I was told once I should believe. Okay, that's basically the answer. I'm like,
we have a massive issue in our country. We have people that believe that the only pathway towards conservatism is through Christianity. This is a massive issue because Christianity is not actually conservative, right? This is fucked.
But yeah, I agree. Like
it all goes back to the good book.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got to be Christian, otherwise you're gonna fucking fail in life. No, that's retarded.
It all goes back to the book.
Yeah, keep going.
Thank you so much. My question is this. Charlie, you often express the view that America is a nation of ideas, not of blood and soil. But traditional American ideas have very little purchase these days in the state of California, which, due to immigration-induced demographic shift, has been irreversibly transformed from a reliably Republican state to a Democratic stronghold. Taking this in combination with the fact that the least desirable immigrants are also those who are most likely to lie about their beliefs in America, how can we prevent America from suffering California's fate without taking into consideration blood and soil in our immigration policy? Thank you for being here tonight. So, look, I think one of California's biggest issues is the fact that we have a porous southern border, and we've allowed 15 to 20 million people to border jump into our country and cut in line, essentially illegally enter into our country. That's number one. Number two, I think we should get rid of this ridiculous visa lottery and chain migration system that we have in our immigration. And kind of close the loop on that. I mean, I think currently you look at the trends. In the 1990s, the amount of legal immigrants that we brought into the country spiked dramatically. And the amount of low-skilled workers that we brought into America correlated with it. And I think that's pretty troubling because if we look at our country, every country has capacity. We happen to be enormously wealthy and very, very generous. But we also have capacity. We have a capacity that will reach as well. And so I'm not sure if we have much to disagree with on this, except in the sense that our ideas are the greatest ideas ever to exist in the history of the world, and we've created that country around those core set of ideas. But a nation is defined by its borders. And if we have a porous southern border and we allow it to continue, then we'll have an uncontrolled problem of child sex trafficking, opioids coming into our country, and lawlessness. So,
because we need to legally replace ourselves, not illegally replace ourselves. Yeah, 100%.
It's just going to be an easy one then. You get the easy one.
Hey, actually, Pnoid, can you pause for a
I just have
sec?
to take issue with the stance most right-wing.
What up?
For all the people that might be listening in chat, hey, give this stream a thumbs up. You should probably that's a cool idea to do. Just give it a nice little thumbs up. Sorry, you can continue, man.
Thank you. Make sure you like the stream.
pundits like yourself have, which I find hypocritical. Recently, at a talk in Jerusalem, you made the claim that America isn't a people, it's just an idea. You also claimed that Israel isn't just an idea, it's a people.
I reject this idea of dual loyalty. I have loyalty to ideas. And of course I love the Grand Canyon, I love the Rocky Mountains, and I love Boston, and I love Chicago. But if all that disappeared and all I had was ideas, and we were on an island, that's America, that's Israel. And that's what people have to realize, that America's just a placeholder for timeless ideas. And if you fall too in love with, the specific place and all this, that's not what it is. Israel will be the exception because there is a holy connection to this land.
This had me thinking.
You
You
sound
cherish
like a
Zionism and people like Bibi Netanyahu or Theodore Herzl, the founder of Zionism, people who are open ethnic nationalists who care very deeply about maintaining a Jewish ethnic majority in Israel. How can you be that vocal?
Socialists.
I mean, how can you be a vocal critic against any and all forms of European ethnic nationalism while holding them opinions?
Thank you for being here tonight. I expanded on those comments later in the video and beyond that, saying that America also has a beautiful history and is a place, and I expanded on that in a variety of ways. Not the first time I've gotten this question this week. It seems like it just keeps on coming back, and even tonight. Look, I'm a proud American, and I believe in the ideas that built America, and I'm also proud to stand with Israel, our greatest ally in the Middle East, and I want to apologize for that. I want to apologize for their history and the unfair amount of persecution that they're under from every direction imaginable. I mean, Israel is not perfect. They have their fair share of mistakes. However, considering that they are in a sea of totalitarianism, a democratic state where Arabs, Muslims, and Christians can visit their holy sites, can vote in democratic elections, and can all cooperatively serve in the Knesset is something that deserves appreciation.
No, just
especially
fucking
when it's
no,
in a
man.
region
Just no.
where the other neighboring countries are 600, 700, 800 years behind them.
Israel,
And I just,
Israel
I
is
just
not
find
our
it
greatest
puzzling at
ally.
times, the amount of criticism that Israel gets, considering
I mean, I'd make an
the amount
argument for like
of,
Mexico or
war,
Canada.
human
You know what I
rights that
mean? But
actually
like,
happen in the Middle East. And so to build a
No, we're talking about over
thing that you
there.
said that I
Like,
said in
who else
Jerusalem,
would
I
you
even
side with
expanded
over
upon
there?
America,
Iran.
that, of course,
Yeah, but that's
provided
over
all the
there.
amazing,
I would side with Iran.
sacrifice that our country
I'm
Iran
pretty
wants
sure.
us dead.
I'm
literally.
pretty
Yeah, I mean,
sure
like,
that
it's
the
only
greatest
because we keep
ally
talking
to
about
the
them.
U.S.
ideas
is
behind
the
America are ones
U.S.
that are based on Scottish Enlightenment ideas, the
All right,
Constitution, which is
go
one that
backwards on
writes
that.
from
How
God,
how do
not from
you
government,
get
and any
Iran as
country-
an ally?
Why do I feel
You
that?
get rid of all of Israel's weapons caches, take away their fucking, Iron Dome, and then, like, go shake hands with Iran, and they'll build you a statue and love you.
Most of the Iron Dome, isn't it, like, ran off a high...
There's actually there's a I understand why it is that like Israel is the United States' greatest ally. I mean, they're clearly not, but like I understand why people want to say that because it's like the Cold War never ended, and like the United States needs to be strong on all of the fronts that it has, and so like if there's like bullshit that's happening in the Middle East, like we can't possibly afford to lose because then we would lose face, and then like maybe like Russia or China would feel as though they can invade other places and like all this kind of stuff. I understand why it is that like from a strategic perspective, Israel must be our greatest ally, all that kind of shit. Like I understand, but can we not just be honest with the American people, and can we just admit, like, no, they're not our greatest ally. They're a fucking holding position that we have. Like, why is it that we have to lie to the American people and tell them, no, Israel is our greatest ally? Why must we lie? Why can't we just be honest with the American people and just
Apparently
tell
you've
them?
Never been to an award show.
Why
It's a
can't
self-congratulatory type of experience?
Yeah, but wouldn't it be better to just talk to the American people honestly and go, look, Israel just happens to be a really fucking important territorial claim that we have in the Middle East because like the Cold War never ended and like we're basically fighting this shit with Russia and China. Like, why not just be honest?
Let's be perfectly honest. What we're doing is carrying on the war of the British, right? The British started that shit, and then like we just picked it up after like their empire fell and they didn't have the ability to keep going. That's where this comes from.
Fucking most of the people don't even know what a fob is. And Israel's like a fob for the United States, a forward operation base.
Separate question. How do the Persians feel about gays? Are they liberal or are they
No, if you're gay, they make you transition into being a woman.
That's right. So there's your answer. That's why Iran can't be an ally.
I'm fine with that. I don't like the gays at all. I don't care.
Wait. They're pro. They're pro trans. We're pro trans. We should be friends with Iran.
Yeah, see, that's what
We're
I'm
both pro trans.
Yeah, but everyone's going to scream at you for that because reasons.
I
And in
forgot
Israel,
about.
you can dance at a desert rave and do whatever.
No. That's a good point. I forgot about reasons.
Yeah, so much more important. You know what I mean?
That has ever had any form of success has duplicated and replicated the American ideas and implemented them in their country. And I think that's something that we should be very proud of. So thank you for being here tonight. I very much appreciate it.
Thank you.
Everybody, thank you so much. Please give it up for Senator Rand Paul.
Hey, Pnoid.
What up?
Thanks for showing me that. I didn't
So
realize
my question
that.
is, if the president were to enact a policy,
I found that enlightening. Actually, I never.
Oh, we got more.
That's
bro.
not
we
what's
got more.
most popular on YouTube.
We have
No,
more.
I was just gonna say I didn't previously realize that I have zero respect for Charlie Kirk, but now I know that I have zero respect for Charlie Kirk. This is good.
I got you, bro. Listen, let's keep going, bro. Like, listen,
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for this.
Better. This gets even better. Like Brad, because he goes
No,
to
I'm
Florida.
I'm totally the opposite.
You're giving me zero faith in humanity.
Yo, look, we got to go.
Yeah.
We got to keep going because like it
That's
just
what
keeps
we're
getting
getting at,
better.
bro.
You know
Keep
what I
it
mean?
going. No, I actually respected his work, and now I don't.
I never respected him.
Yeah, you should have never respected Charlie Kirk. Let's keep going.
policy
I mean, my
that would
exposure was
completely
limited to those
benefit the United
campus talks.
States and her citizens, but to the detriment of Israel, would you support it? Yes or no?
Well, that's a false choice. Thank you for being here. I get a lot of questions about Israel in the last week. I will not apologize for my defense of our greatest ally in the Middle East. I will not apologize for the fact that I defend Israel against its critics both domestically and abroad. And I'm always just very puzzled at times when I get the amount of attention that is on the only democracy in the Middle East, the only place where all three monotheistic religions are allowed to peacefully visit their religious sites, the place that has respect for human rights, the place that the Knesset has representation for all three monotheistic religions, something that does not exist all throughout the Middle East.
Not to mention the only pro-gay place in the Middle East, by the way.
Somebody outside of protest
By the way,
was asking
what are the
about the term
chances
culture
that Charlie
war.
Kirk
It's got
is
a
just Kamala Harris in a skin suit?
I mean, 30, 40, 50%.
You know what I'm saying?
Probably.
Like this is all scripted. It's the same script.
I mean, dude. I mean,
And
it's
corporate
nuts,
sponsors.
The illusion of choice, huh?
The illusion of choice.
Yo, listen, you're gonna love this. This guy's a beast.
long history, started late 1800s, Otto von Bismarck, Kulturkampf. In the late 1990s, mid-1990s, it was reclaimed by conservatives, one of those being E. Michael Jones, who actually started this magazine, Culture Wars magazine, and because of his fantastic work, we now understand, thank you, give it up. Because of E. Michael Jones' groundbreaking work, we now understand that sexual liberation is political control. It's a form of political control. And you have multiple times advocated on behalf of accepting homosexuality, accepting homosexual acts as normative in the conservative movement. How does anal sex help us win the culture war?
I'm going to let the gay man
wait a minute.
I'm glad you asked. Let's go to the bathroom.
So can I ask you a question? Can you
Funny
have the
thing
balls
is,
to
isn't
ask
the same
gay man on
question
the
they
stage
asked
that
Food
question
Test
and
now,
don't
though?
defer to him?
How does
So
Cat
ask
Boys
so-
help
so
save
ask
the
me that
culture
question.
war?
I'm pro Catboy, by the way.
I am anti-Catboy, but like I'm with you. Bro, listen, like
Spay and neuter your cat boys.
Spade and neuter your furries.
Hey, parent responsibly. Spay and neuter your children.
I agree.
He's not wrong. That
Why
guy's
weren't
actually.
you?
Yo, watch this. Watch this.
I will answer you that question.
How
So I'm
does-
gonna, no, I'm going to answer you. You already asked the question, so I'm going to answer that question. I'm going to ask you that question. This is America. This
Well, the
is the
Senate
greatest
chambers.
freaking nation in the world. We realize that America is great because we have Western values. We realize that, no, let me finish, dude. We realize that gays and lesbians are able to contribute to American society in the same way that everybody else is. And let me tell you, when you continue doing that, okay, you realize that we are here.
Lose
We are
the
able
culture
to do
war.
everything. And let me tell you something as well. I served in the military, right? I served 5 years. I did an
Okay.
Iraq tour. What's
Thank
up?
you for your cervix.
Homosexual sex
Did you say thank you for your cervix?
Who said homosexual sex helps you win the culture war?
I sure did.
Why are you promoting it?
Well, it's a BS question, and you know
I'm
it
actually-
is. It's not. It's a question that is not being.
I
It's,
wanna-
it's not a good faith question.
I wanna say
It's
something.
not. It's the dude.
I'm
It's
gonna
not
be
a good-
honest.
What up?
I actually I think I kind of agree with the black guy here. Some of my best friends are gay people. I don't like the trannies, obviously, but like the gays actually don't seem that bad. Like I'm friends with a number of gays. They're they're gay. Obviously they're they're not on the same rung as the other people are, but they're cool. Like I personally speaking, I don't have a lot of qualms with gays.
I mean,
like, straight up.
listen, the reality is they shouldn't be like at the forefront of the movement.
No, they shouldn't be at the
Agreed.
forefront, but no, they can be cool. Like actually, gay people can be cool. Like I have very little qualms with gays personally.
I mean, it's not so much that you have like, any of us should have qualms, right? That's not the question, right? The question is that like is this the proper way to like stand here and act as humans, right? And the answer is no, right? If you're trying to build like family building, community building, culture, like win a culture war, right? Like you becoming the left is not helping you.
Exactly.
Being a flamer is just gonna dig everyone else deeper.
Well, like,
I
hear
would
me
say
out.
that gays make very good meat shields.
Anyway,
They're skinny.
it's like having there was an abortion protest in a county over, and I had to go. We got out and we heard them. They were having an abortion protest and rally while carrying fucking kids and babies, strollers and wagons and shit while doing abortion. That's what this same fucking doesn't make sense shit.
Kids shouldn't be involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who the fuck brings a kid to an abortion rally? Jesus fucking Christ.
Lefties.
Leftist.
And conservatives.
Women.
And all of them, most of them, 95% of them weren't even fucking women. They were fucking boomers. Silver hair,
suburbanites are dumb.
Boomers.
They're
Exactly.
bringing their kids to war with them. It's fucking stupid. Like, yo, here, watch this stuff, bro. This shit's amazing.
Next question.
Anyway, sorry.
Honestly, I don't care what two consenting adults do. So that's
the whole thing.
And your hyper focus on it is kind of weird. Thanks for
I mean,
being
you
here.
seem to be really interested in gay sex. I'm pretty sure if you're into that, you can go find somebody.
Oh,
to
now
do
the
it with. I don't know,
gaslighting.
maybe.
fucking
Next question.
maggots.
Yeah,
That is gaslighting. That is 100%
number one,
gaslighting.
but number two, the other half is like, yo, you're weird. He's weird.
That's Darvo. Darvo's the weird. The gaslighting is, well, you're the gay sex and all that.
He's
shit.
weird, General.
If you have any problem with homosexual butt fucking, then you're probably a homosexual.
You're weird.
Yep, 100%. That's how it works.
Can we stick them back in the closet and break the door over?
You don't
Thank you
support
so much.
Israel getting our funding, then you probably like gay sex.
You're probably
That's how it works.
In the Senate chamber.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Just
sir.
saying.
fuck I think you
My
did there.
question
That's
is
good.
largely directed to Mr. Kirk because you were raised as a conservative. Part of the issue I see here is, what's your name, Rob?
Yeah.
So you're saying, oh, you're behind the times, this isn't conservative. Well, we don't want centrists in the conservative movement. We want to retain our core values.
Yeah, but here's
we
the
don't
thing.
want drag
But here's the thing. But here's the thing. It's not about what you want because here's the thing. The beauty about
It ain't
social
about what
media.
you want either.
The beauty about social
Okay, well, I
media
wanna say.
is that I can be me and I can bring myself to the table. And it's not about what you want. It's about what the people want.
Oh, the
and
woman.
if there are enough people in this movement that say, hey, Rob is cool, he's gay, whatever. It really doesn't matter what you think. You can say whatever you want, and you can believe whatever you want to believe.
Let me ask my question.
But it's not going to stop me from doing what I'm doing,
Get
and it's
to
not going to deplatform me.
So my question is, again, it's directed to Mr. Kirk because he was raised as a conservative. As the guy before has said, you've advocated for homosexuality, said that there's a place for the gay agenda within the conservative movement. My question is, and you're also comfortable with transgenders and cross-dressers, I understand. So my question is there any point where conservatives should take a moral stance on Christian morality, or should we abandon it altogether? So in other words, what is what is your brand of conservatism doing to actually conserve Christian morality?
Eye bleach.
If we're
Could
ceding to the left
could we pause
on
here for a second?
transgender...
Go ahead.
So, the way that I see it, right, is I'm pretty sure that the conservatives they're interested in getting votes, right? That's
And money.
Money and votes.
They want that gay money.
Right.
Gay money's next to the Jew money.
No. Here's the thing. Realistically, and I do want us to be realistic here. I think that Pnoid here, myself, other people in this chat, I think that we're a little bit outside of the Overton window, right?
Nah, you don't say. There's no way.
Yeah.
Oh.
So so like from the perspective of like a Republican, like they might even feel as though maybe women shouldn't be allowed to vote or whatever the fuck, but they're not allowed to say that. They have to keep shit within the Overton window so that they can actually be electable. And when people like us come in and we're like, hey, probably women shouldn't be allowed to vote, which of course they should not, but when we come in and say that, it makes their
Bad
position
optics.
Yeah, it's bad optics, exactly. So it's like, they hell, they might even agree with us, but they can't say that they're agreeing with us because the optics, the optics, right? So
Because they can't there's only a certain market for donations, and it's all about share, and they can't afford to give up any ground. So they'll say what they have to keep the funds going their way, because those funds are going to go one way or the other.
Exactly. Yeah, and that's the game, and the fact
Everyone
that
sells their soul little by little. Eventually, you'll have to just fucking deal with it, or just withdraw.
Well, I mean, what else is there to do though? The theoretically, right? The enemy of the good is the pursuit of perfection, right? You have to do the best you can within the political climate that you exist in. To some extent I kind of get what Charlie Kirk is trying to do here. It's fucking retarded, but like, what else is he supposed to do? Like, is he supposed to be an even more conservative version of Nick Fuentes? No, I mean, it's not politically reasonable.
I don't think that's the point. I think the point is that it's
Let's pull it fence west for a second. Nick is a faggot. Can we just all agree on that?
Of course.
Yeah, we've been over that.
Yeah, I agree,
It's
but
all-
these are Nick's guys though.
It's all tug of war.
They're all
right?
faggots. They're all faggots.
They're presenting as the other team pulling on the rope the other direction. Ultimately, the left is the alpha in the room. They always get what they want. The conservatives don't. They're just there to serve a purpose to make it look like there's a fight. It's a fucking staged fight. This is Don King Productions.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, I feel like it's not. That's not really what it is. I feel like what it is that the conservatives are basically like the prey of the left, right? You know what I mean? And like, we don't understand that. Like, as a conservative, like, your job is to like basically keep this bitch running. You know what I mean? But like, the left is just supposed to let you keep this bitch running. But you know what I mean? Like, they're not doing that. They're trying to like turn all the fucking like all the people who make this bitch operate and run into being leftists.
What the fuck do we want to do then, boys? Because honestly, there's like two answers in front of us. Either A, we keep doing what we're doing. We accept the premise of the Overton window. We accept that they're weird, that we are weird, and the conservatives will, kind of, sort of, sometimes do what we want, but mostly placate to the left, or a forced fire is going to have to fucking happen, and who knows exactly how, that's going to occur. Like, we got two choices here, boys, and that's it, man. Either accept the Overton window or cause a forest fire. That's it. That's the whole game.
Have you seen that video of the really old Marine that was crying?
No.
And he's saying
Yes,
that's
I
not
saw
what they
that.
died
Breaks my
for.
fucking heart.
Yeah,
That
really
destroyed me.
Yeah, well, I think
My mentor. If he was alive today, he'd be furious.
Yo, listen, man. Let's keep this 100% honest, okay? You had guys going over the motherfucking top in World War I and World War II screaming for God and the King, right? And, their king had zero power and was not like the king. He was just a costume monarch. A lot of people die for reasons that aren't real, and they risk their lives for shit that isn't real.
Of course.
You eat this propaganda, like, motherfuckers eat this propaganda up. This is how it operates.
Well,
Yes.
my point is
That's
that
why it broke
my
me.
point is that fighting today, in 30 years, that'll be us.
I mean, not really. You know what I mean? Like,
Because it'll
because
just,
like,
it'll just go to the gays. And
I'm
this is
actually
what we fucking died for.
oddly enough, and perhaps I'm a weirdo here. But oddly enough, I think that the American conservative actually does not have to live by the Overton window and the gaslighting and bullshittery of whatever the American political system is. I think that we actually have right now, right here, a legitimate point to stand on, and everyone can get fucked. We just have to have the courage to defend it, right? That's what I believe.
That's it. Abolish the ATF. I agree.
Yeah, but that brings us back to the original problem. If you try to enforce it, then you end up as bad as the people you're replacing. Not
We
everyone's gonna
are
go for that.
We are no longer playing a game with the Overton window. I think that what we are doing is we're saying this is actually a better version by which our species can survive. We are not appealing to ideology. We are not appealing to abstract demographics. We are appealing directly to the actual human species. And we should, because we have been able to make such a large claim, we should continue to do so at all costs. That's just my position.
Okay, so LARP for a second is Charlie Kirk, and someone's asking you about the gays.
Fuck me. I can't even imagine what Charlie Kirk is thinking. I have no idea.
I mean, like, listen,
No, I mean,
remember, you're a libertarian. You know what I mean? So, like, everything's okay as long as you're making money.
Yeah. Good point.
No, you know what I'm saying? It's like you're saying what you just said on a stage in front of a bunch of college kids, and they hit you with all these questions. Like, what do you say?
I would say disregard women, acquire currency.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
would
no,
tell
no.
them.
Like again, this is what they're saying. What they're asking this question, right? What they're doing is they're going like, hey, look, you're not actually being a conservative. You know what I mean, right? And
Basically,
he's going, and
calling them out on the bullshit.
he's going like, well, you're not actually helping the movement, right? Like, fucking, you're like, hey, look, you guys are like literally like fucking
Because
causing
we're
people to leave
not.
the movement.
We are not helping the movement. They have the neoconservatives have their own movement that they're trying to press, and we are not helping them. But maybe it's okay that we're not helping them.
Yeah, I feel you.
Tico, has anyone ever said like, oh, communism was never implemented properly? And it's like, cool. What's it going to take? 1, 2, 5 more genocides till it works? Fuck.
I mean, you're about to find the fuck out, son. We got automation coming. They're gonna like, we ain't got no choice. Communism is gonna be a thing.
Yeah.
You thought it was bad before? Oh, you fucking wait.
No, it's going to be worse. I know that. That's
It's
why
gonna
I'm
be
fucking
way worse than it was in the 20s and 30s. Right? Holodomor is gonna look like fucking, you know what I mean, like a cakewalk and shit. Niggas gonna be eating motherfuckers in the streets. You know what I mean?
Within the third day.
Yep, that's right.
There is theoretically a way to avoid mass violence, but I don't think that mankind is smart enough to find that solution, and so we will have a forest fire. It's inevitable.
I feel you. Let's keep watching this video.
Gay rights, gay marriage, we don't want that in conservatism.
So you don't want him in the conservative movement? I just want to be very clear. Let's just be. Rob.
So you don't want me in the movement?
Not if it waters down.
Hold on a sec.
No, we don't.
I want to be very clear. Hold on a sec. You're bringing some very charged language. I'm going to try to calm down the temperature in the room.
You wouldn't want to do that.
Yeah, you wouldn't. Listen, this is a political rally. I mean, why would we be charged up?
Let me finish.
Shouldn't do that.
Let me finish. So, I'm a Christian. I believe the Bible is the greatest book ever to
Christianity is gay. Christianity is gay.
I believe Rob Smith has decency and dignity as an individual in the United States of America. Hold on a second. We're not a theocracy. We never have been.
And you know what? And wait a minute. Let me hop in here. Hold on, because I'm in it. He's addressing me. The thing that I don't understand. Well, I'm addressing you. How about that?
You don't even have the courage to address the gay man.
He said you being gay is like the third worst thing.
The problem that I have with, as somebody that is a gay Christian, and this is the problem that I have, because my relationship with God and coming back into the church over the past year and a half is one of the greatest gifts that has been given to me in terms of being in this movement.
I don't know if I respect this guy's position.
So my question to everybody who tries to say that, oh, you shouldn't be, Christian because you're gay. Why are you trying to turn people away from God? So if you love God and Christianity is so right, because I do love God, so why would you be trying to turn me away?
Stay queer.
Why would you be trying to turn me away
my
from
God
God?
said, like, man shouldn't lay with man.
And another
right,
thing, and
my
one
God
thing
said
that
you don't like
and one thing that I don't do is that there is no man that is of this earth that is going to tell me what God has for me and how much God loves me.
Back at it.
So goodbye. Thank you for your question.
Next question. Thank you.
With a snap and a Z formation.
All right, so according to the U.S. Census Bureau population projections, in 2045, whites will account for less than 50% of the population in the United States.
Raper.
Given that the Democratic Party's policies do not point towards the maintaining of our American ideals, and given the most groups other than whites overwhelmingly vote Democrat, how can we be sure that said American ideals will be maintained when millions of immigrants come in with majority Democratic support? Can you prove that our white European ideals can be maintained if the country's majority is no longer made up of white European descendants?
Fucking American.
If not,
that's true.
We support mass legal immigration.
Okay, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Let me answer, I guess, your question with my perspective. I've been asked this a couple times in the last week and a half. Let me tell you my stance on immigration, then I'm going to tell you where I think you go terribly wrong with your question, okay? I think that we should embrace Senator Tom Cotton's RAISE Act, which is to lower the amount of legal immigrants into our country, but increase the merit base that we let people to come into our country. End the visa lottery, end chain migration, make English the official language of the United States, build the southern border, and restrict the amount of flow of border jumping and line cutting to come into our country. But I'm always perplexed by this argument that I'm always interested by this argument. Like, oh, how are we going to maintain our white status. So let's play out that racist idea. And all of a sudden we let a bunch
Oh,
of
it's racist.
people in our
Racist. He's a racist.
Let's
You
play
wouldn't
that
want
idea
to be
with those
racist.
German or French people who are all socialist and hate our
racist
values.
first.
The insinuation of your question is that somehow race and ideology are intertwined together.
They are.
President
Of course
Donald
they
Trump
are.
has been wrongly accused of being a racist president. Do you know that President Donald Trump received more support in the Latino and the black community than John McCain and Mitt Romney?
Combined.
I will also say
Combined.
that it is a failure
cares?
of the
His kids are
conservative
white.
movement to not be
John
able to
McCain
communicate
can
to
shit.
communities in the
Fuck that
black
guy.
community, which I believe the black community is an inherently conservative community, a community that is around the
hates
ideas
gays.
of the Judeo-Christian
I-
tradition.
I-
It is a pro-life community. It's a hard-working community. And so to reject
And white
your
people.
premise that, oh, how are we going to
Not
keep
wrong.
the white status of this, I find that to be a racist question. I reject the idea behind it. I do not think America should become
He
a
gonna
white
give you the-
ethno-state
he's
as a
mad
country.
now.
In
Dude,
fact,
okay,
I
okay,
think that
I-
is a
I-
fringe perspective. I appreciate
I-
you being
uh-oh,
here,
she's
and I'm going to
mad.
rationally
I
push back
fucking
against
hate
it every
this, bro.
single time I come in
I
contact
feel
with
as
it.
though
Thank you
my-
for coming tonight. I appreciate it.
Pause
Next
for a
question.
sec.
Yeah, what a racist question.
I feel as though my brain is being assaulted. Like it's almost like when I'm talking to a lefty online. Like my brain is being assaulted by the numbskullery of fucking Charlie Kirk here. This
Yes, I mean,
harms
that's
me.
part
This hurts
of
my
my
brain.
point.
I
That is
don't like
agitprop is
this.
what it
I
is.
don't like this at all.
That's the whole point.
It's pretty retarded.
I hate the shit out of this. That was not a good response from Charlie Kirk. He literally just said, well, look, like we should reduce immigration, but we should definitely replace our scientists with, a whole bunch of like really intelligent immigrants.
That we train
that-
our own.
So the smartest of Americans only have to compete with the rest of the world, and this is the way to make America great because we shouldn't be racist. Like I swear to God, I was just talking to a lefty earlier tonight, and I feel like I was hearing a similar conversation. This is just frustrating to watch, man. This is not enjoyable. I hate this.
We're glad
you
you're having a
should
good
enjoy
time.
You know what I mean? You should enjoy it.
Go forth.
Yeah, I mean, all right, bro. Listen, let's keep going. We got like 10 more minutes.
And that was. So I got a quick and fun,
Thank you,
lighthearted
stop.
question for you, Charlie. So I know you gave a speech in Jerusalem early this year.
Yes, I did.
Were there any like awesome, fun dance parties that you guys had afterwards? Because I heard that Israelis are some of the best dancers in the world. I mean, if you guys don't believe me, just Google dancing Israelis. It's insane how good they're dancing. Would you agree or disagree with that?
Israel's a beautiful country. A great country, too.
It is. They're our greatest ally.
Correct. Thanks for
That
being
was
here
kind of
tonight.
fun.
Next question.
Gotta give it to him.
Thank you for being here tonight. Next question.
That was funny.
Yeah, let's give it up for Rob Smith for being a veteran, right?
Thank you.
Lord.
All right,
I'm so tired of
so
that
I
bet
followed
card
you
being
for a while.
played.
I've listened to a lot of your talks, and my question is this. Given that your interpretation of traditional conservative values stems from 1965 on immigration and 2015 on race, I'd like to know how long do we have to wait until child drag shows are pushed as American traditional conservatism?
Let me
That's a
answer.
good question.
I'm gonna ask
That's
that
a good
question.
question.
So,
That is a good question.
I
Yeah.
get a lot of crap, and I've been getting a lot of crap from people in this room about being a gay conservative. And let me be very clear right now. No, let me.
You ain't
No,
conservative.
no, you're not. But but that, okay, that's great. But let me
He
address
served in
that.
the
but let
United
me-
States
let me
military.
address
That's
that.
what
Let me
he
address
conserved,
that.
my friend.
How about
he
I
served in the
conserve-
military
Who cares?
while you're a coward and you go to the
Look
front of the line.
How about I
Look at
went
Kirk
to
losing
Iraq
his
to
shit.
protect
our freedoms
How about
while
I
you go
conserve
up
this
talking
country,
about
dude?
conserving our country.
Where'd you serve, Kurt?
freedoms when I was
Huh?
fighting in Iraq for you.
How
How about that?
Or your corporate sponsor.
No, you went to Iraq to
what I
like
conserve?
fucking get free college and
My
that big
question
ass
is for
check.
Charlie.
Okay.
So, in the wake of the student debt crisis, stagnant wage growth across all education levels in all fields, liberal arts, STEM, how is regurgitating this far left talking point of stapling green cards to diplomas, America First. How is this any different than chain migration funded by taxpayers
Very good.
through the
I like this one.
DOE, DOD? Those funds go to...
Yeah, I'm happy to elaborate on it. So I said at a speech last week that if someone graduates from a four-year college, they should have a green card stapled to their diploma. Let me elaborate on that further. I don't think it makes sense as America First to invest our tax dollars in foreign nationals that come to our own publicly funded universities and then say go back and compete against us in Korea, Japan, or Southeast Asia. Well, so
Yeah,
you
we
just said
should
they're
keep
competing
them
against
here
us
to begin
here.
with.
Well, actually, if they're employed by American companies or they're entrepreneurs, there's
This is
evidence to show
insanity.
that they actually embrace our American cultural identity and they come and they immerse into our country. So I'll give you a great example. So you look at, I'll give you a great example.
Harris.
This same sort of skepticism, the same sort of hostility was given
This
towards
is conservatism,
Asians
General.
in the 1940s and 50s. Asians have been one of the most productive, one of the most
Conservatives
amazing communities,
conserve
least
nothing.
likely to commit
This is
crimes,
conservatism,
most contributing
TM.
communities to our country, including
Also the
Indian
wealthiest.
Americans, people from Southeast Asia. And so I will say this. Look, I'll nuance it even further. And a green card is not citizenship. I did not say citizenship. There's a huge difference there. But if you graduate from Stanford, MIT, Yale,
need to
and
snap
you're
his
able
fingers
to
now.
find a job that needs to be filled by an American employer, then yes, I do believe you should be given temporary residency to be able to fill that job. And guess what? You pay taxes. You're within the system. I'll say this. I believe in lowering the amount of legal immigrants. I believe in eliminating chain migration. I believe in ending the visa lottery, making English the official language of the United States, building the wall, enforcing our laws, and also allowing ICE to go into our inner cities to go after lawbreakers, as well as ending sanctuary cities. Sanctuary cities are one of the worst things that we allow to happen in our country where lawlessness happens every single day. Thank you for your question. I appreciate you being here.
Hi, Charlie.
That last one was
So
pretty
I
good.
saw and enjoyed your debate at Politicon with Kyle Klinsky over the weekend. And you said
Because we've had enough immigration.
We're top heavy now.
Well, but have we had enough immigration?
Cram more in, cram them in. Like I'm.
Yeah, listen, man.
like a
You know, I
Ford
mean, we need to, you know, I mean, like, yo, fuck letting our scientists get paid. You know, I mean, like, fuck employing like American engineers. Like, yo, fuck employing American tech guys. You know what we need to do? Employ Indians, Asians,
Or brown
motherfucking
people.
like Europeans, bro. We need to get that done because we don't need our own people to make money.
You know,
Like,
the,
why would you reward
kind of-
them? Why would you reward our own people for working hard and studying when you can just
Well,
pay
they
a
don't.
fucking immigrant?
You know, the
no one's willing to work. and
the
everyone's stupid.
smartest, as
No
far
one's
as I
willing to
can
work
tell-
because no one's getting paid.
As far as I can tell, the smartest
See?
thing that
It's
we ever
perfect.
did was the HB1 visa. What we do is we import like, you know, everyone's saying, oh, don't import, you know, unskilled laborers, you know, import like, you know, the PhDs or whatever from foreign countries. Well, what you do, you import a whole bunch of PhDs to take over the bullshit scientist positions. And then suddenly it becomes really difficult to actually become like a scientist here in America because you have to compete with all of the other foreign workers that have bullshit PhDs from China or India or whatever the fuck. And they're obviously terrible at their jobs, but they quote unquote
That's
have a
now.
PhD.
Back in the day,
So now
there
you
was
have to
some
compete with them. And what's really cool about that is like Americans will no longer want to get into scientific positions because they know it doesn't pay shit. So we actively incentivize our own people to never go into science or like, you know, try to, you know, figure shit out because, oh, the Indians will do it on our behalf. This isn't that's actually really bad. That's how we get our entire populace to become stupid as fuck. That's fantastic. Oh, it's so smart.
Well,
So smart.
That's because the Nazis
Not a bug,
invented
it's a
that
feature.
system. Basically, they pulled up the rope ladder when they were the last to climb up it.
No,
That's what they did.
well, I mean, like, listen, that's the boomers, right? I feel you, but like again, the problem is if you're bringing in smart people to keep them here, right? What ends up happening is now like they're competing with your fucking people for your wages, right? And you're disincentivizing your own people to go into these fields, and therefore destroying your own ability to do this work.
Yep.
Right. Well, that's the
Yeah,
that's the
it's
price
a
of
massive
keep away.
fucking problem.
That's a what? What'd you say, Space Marine? General?
I
don't know. He stopped talking. Like, he was saying something. I don't know what the fuck he said.
I interrupted him.
I feel you. I know what the hell he said.
I'm gonna smoke another cigarette.
Smoke another cigarette. Get it done, dog. We're gonna finish this up.
During the debate, that the free speech police are telling people that they can no longer say certain things. Yet, as you were saying that, you had actual police prevent someone from merely watching the debate. Nick Fuentes.
We're gonna ask them not to. I can't go in this one. I'm a paying customer. I can't watch the event. Why? Consumers disruptive. I won't be disruptive.
And there was no evidence that he was going to be disruptive or break the rules. But now Nick has some pretty important views that I strongly disagree with. But you say socialism is the most evil and deadly ideology.
Somebody told me that the police did something. That wasn't my event this weekend. I'm not really sure what you're talking about. I'm getting all these messages.
He don't know. He has no idea.
What do you mean?
Pause for a second.
What up?
I do just want to respond to Tat. What is it?
Tatsuakai.
Tatsuakai. Yeah. You said we had enough immigration 30 years ago. Yeah. We had enough immigration fucking 200 years ago. Is what it is. It sucks. Sorry, continue.
Dude, actually,
a little
back
louder,
then,
please.
Properly.
Well, he was so there were multiple times when he went up to, he was in a line to take a picture with you, and then he was barred from taking a picture with you. And then he was barred specifically from your event. He was told that he
Is
could
this
just
the internet troll? I'm confused who you're talking about.
Who are these people?
Who are you? No, I want to be sure that is this the internet troll that is the guy that believes in white ethno-nationalism or?
Well, what? Sam Hyde? He's a cool guy.
I just want to make sure
You mean
because
like every
there was
actual
a guy that
conservative?
infiltrated our booth at Politicon. That security came up to us and they said we're not allowing this guy at the event. Maybe that's what you're talking about. Because there's a guy that infiltrated our booth, and then the Politicon security, an event that I don't run, they came up to me and they said, this guy made a little disruption. But I want to clear this up because I'm getting messages about something I'm not totally clear on.
If you're not an ethno-nationalist, how the fuck can you be a conservative?
Yeah, well, if you.
No, he's got like fangirls in here tonight, huh?
I mean, you debate socialists and you say socialism is the most deadly ideology. Why not? If you're saying that socialism is the most dangerous, why not debate someone like Nick and get his bad ideas out of the
Well,
the
I think
culture
I've been debating a lot of his bad ideas here tonight quite well. So thank you very much for being here tonight. I appreciate it.
I feel like you didn't do well.
That was subpar at the most.
Hello. So my name is Patrick Casey. I'm an American nationalist and America First patriot.
I thought that was Nick Fuentes.
Thanks, guys.
No.
So, and despite all of that, despite my ardent support for the president and his policies, I was actually kicked out of CPAC earlier this year.
But I didn't kick you out of this event.
No, I'm not going to blame. I'm not going to blame you.
Just
I'm not
making
gonna blame,
sure.
Yeah, you're very defensive here. I get that. As was my good friend Nick Fuentes, whom we were just discussing up there. But look, I'm not going to blame you for that. Please
I just want to make
I've got
sure.
a question here.
Is that the troll that keeps tweeting about me?
He's not
on
a troll. He's a
Twitter?
very intelligent guy who has a lot to say. He's somewhat of a troll, but
Well,
trolling's a
he
very fine-
seems to
Anyway,
be getting a lot of you guys to
Don't
say stuff
get
for him
bogged down,
tonight,
man.
So
I don't debate trolls.
I think we've
What
been
was that?
debating them all night.
Right, so I'm just citing
Objection.
CPAC's decision to remove American nationalists from their conference. I'm not blaming you for that. I'm moving it into something.
I don't run
I'm
CPAC
saying,
either.
Right, and I just said that I'm not blaming you. I've said that 3 times. So, but you do run TPUSA, and TPUSA did remove its relationship with Ashley St. Clair, who all she really did was take a picture with Nick Fuentes. She was in the same room. So, my question to you, Charlie, is as someone who purports to be pro-debate, free speech, and the exchange of ideas, do you support blackballing people based on having controversial opinions or being even in the same room when a photograph is taken with someone who has controversial opinions? And the second part of that question is, if the answer is no, will you debate me on immigration, identity, and demographics?
Well,
let's go.
Holy fuck,
First
you
of all,
autistic kid.
I mean this respectfully. I have no idea who you are. The other thing, that was a private matter. Ashley's a good person. We handled it privately. That's all I'm going to say about that. And finally, I just want to make a broader statement. I want to make a broader statement. My stance on Israel, I'm not going to back away on it. My stance on immigration is a mainstream position. And I think it's really incredible because the amount of people that have been here tonight that have shown hatred towards Rob, that have been shown hatred towards his ideas is pretty incredible. And so I really don't know who you are, and the fact you're getting as upset as you are.
Hey, you guys, who likes Cardi B?
Well, I don't know
Cardi
who
B?
you are.
You know she has that song.
I don't know who you are.
People do anything for clout. That Cardi B song, people do
Like
anything
what you're
for
doing
clout.
right now?
People will do anything for clout.
Sitting on that
Anything
stage
for the
for
clout.
clout?
Like
Guys,
the
thank you
black
so
gay
much
guy.
for coming tonight. Remember, America's the greatest
Correct.
country ever to exist in the history of the world.
Jesus.
Thank you for being here and for your tolerance. The Constitution's the greatest
fuck
political
you,
document
Kurt.
ever written, and freedom
Hey,
capitalism is the most moral.
Pnoid, thanks for showing us all of this because thanks, I hated that. I hated every moment of that. That was really, that was painful.
That was based in cringe.
I agree.
Yes.
T. That was awful.
Give me something for the cringe and let me die.
I hated every fucking second of that. Nice job.
It was beautiful, man.
Permission to die granted.
Fucking no, that dude literally dodged like the last question because that was a legitimate question.
I'm gonna jump out of my fucking window after that. Nice.
All we needed was David. All we needed was David Muir to come up there and run deflection on the guys in the audience.
Dude, when you
Yo,
jump out of
you
your
want to see
window,
Dan Crenshaw get smacked?
Oh, please, I can't stand that one-eyed.
I fucking hate Dan Crenshaw.
Ooh, Eye Patch McCain.
I think that's an insult to McCain. And that's how bad I hate that piece of shit.
McCain's pretty bad.
John McCain, oh, he's a fucking.
He's worse.
He's dead now, but yeah, he was a retard.
Someone give his tumor the Medal of Honor.
Hey, tactical fat nap. Yes, I believe that we should deport Dan Crenshaw.
Biologics wore off. I got my shots today, so I'm spicy.
Oh God, that was the fucking best joke I heard all day. You motherfucker.
Age with you. Us.
At least I made someone laugh. At least.
Hold on, I gotta share the motherfucking screen.
Give
All
this
right,
to
here we go.
Medal
All
of
right,
Honor.
check us out.
Yo, as a warning, bro, it is 17 minutes away from 3
It's
a.m.
not an
Just letting you
infringement
know.
on your First Amendment. Understand right why they...
All right, hold up, yo, out in the stream, check us out. Fucking Dan Crenshaw gets smacked.
Oh,
I'm watching.
Age with you.
Damn it.
Us ignoring you is not an infringement on your First Amendment.
I wouldn't doubt that,
rights
man.
and why they exist.
Like at all.
Educate yourself.
One blow to the eye, one good blow to the eye, his other eye will go out. It's a matter of time before he starts.
You guys need to date more.
And he's admitted that.
Security, what we got going on?
What do you think red flag laws should look like?
What a fucking one-eyed cuckboy.
Is there audio? Because I don't have any audio.
It's working. Audio's not.
I don't hear
Two
anything.
Democrats right there. What's that?
That's on you, bro.
Yep.
Completely rigged. Oh, sorry, sir.
I counted 17 members.
Thank you for your service.
There it is. I got it.
I think it's a great thing that you do. And Congressman, my question really had to do with liberty and freedom that you always talk about. How can you claim to be First Amendment and freedom and liberty and pro all of that when you made two separate lines and labeled one group anti-Semites and racist, which is the tactic of the left, for saying we're living the culture? How can you do anything related to pro-liberty, pro-free speech when you are suppressing people? You've moved people to the front of the line.
I just explained how that's not suppression.
nice
So let's go to an actual Democrat. He might be legit. I don't know. Let's try. The same answer I just gave you about understanding what First Amendment rights are. I already did. I answered it a minute ago when I talked about suppressing free speech. Yeah. Sorry. So you recently just talked about
Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong.
Prove me wrong.
Can't allow him fucking getting away with shit.
Like, yo, man, listen. Old Eye Patch McGee right there.
Dude, he's been a turncoat for years.
I agree. Right. You know what I mean? Like, listen, Eye Patch McGee right there. You know what I mean? Like, fucking just literally, like, shutting down even having any conversations about any of this shit.
Oh my god, I just thought of something funny. If he fart on his pillow, does he either get pink eyes or pink eye?
I think it's just pink eye.
Oh, your analytics are up. That's good.
I was going to see how many people were watching.
Life is truly fake and gay.
Make it gay. Make it lame.
Then market it and sell it.
This is how this works. You know? Like, all this shit, you know what I mean? Like, literally, like, you know, all these people, they're just, you know what I mean, fucking bitches at the end of the day. They don't conserve shit. They're just there to serve the corporate oligarchy.
But there is a silver lining, though.
What?
The kids asking the questions that won't accept it. That's fucking, that's hopeful.
I mean,
most of the kids do accept it, unfortunately.
Yeah, eventually they'll just accept it. They'll get like us, and they'll just go fuck it.
I was going to flip the positions. The moment said Nick Fuentes has a different take. They're gropers, dude. They're all faggots, idiots.
Who, the gropers?
Yeah.
I mean,
yes, I agree. They're also faggot idiots.
Yeah. But like, you know, I kind of like them way more than the tradcons.
No disagreeing. But I'm just stating as it is.
Yeah, I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Like, I like them way more. Just like I like them more than like the ortho bros, right? Which I hate a lot. You know,
Catholic Orthodox or Orthodox
yeah,
Catholics?
the Russian Orthodox people, the ortho bros.
Or any type of Christian,
Nah,
really.
like,
I mean,
listen,
they're all Christians.
I had to beat them
bumfucks.
back into like the fucking submission where they belonged.
I mean, for instance, like why is it that there's so many white people that are worshiping a Jewish god? Jesus is a Jewish god. I mean,
technically, like, yo, Jesus
pointed
was
out.
also a Roman. You know what I mean? So, like, you know,
Nailed it. Wait, too soon?
I mean,
Let's not devolve into identity politics.
The Romans used to have a pagan god, and they were doing fine for centuries with a pagan god. I swear to God, the minute that they decided to believe in the Jewish Jesus god, we immediately went into 1,500 years of the Dark Ages. I'm just saying, I don't know if that's the best thing, you know, just saying.
It's called New World Order. So, Tom, do you have any different questions that you would pose to the Kirk Bros? Or do you think the kids pretty much covered off the Kirk Incorporated, like that show?
I mean, I would most definitely hammer them home on like the pay and community issues. You know what I mean? Like, how are we supposed to maintain like proper communities when you keep bringing in more immigrants? You know what I mean?
I feel like he would say something unrealistic, like, "Well, you know, they conform because they wait so long if you do it right, and they adopt, and we're the melting pot, and we value that shit."
Yeah, but we don't.
I agree. I'm
Right.
just
No, I mean,
thinking like him.
You know, that's kind of where it's at. But listen, I'll be honest. I'm kind of getting fucking exhausted, right? So I'm going to end this motherfucking stream. You know what I mean? So I'm a hit. Stop, man. Listen, all of y'all motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and donate to the motherfucking charity in the description, please. You know what I mean? Go and buy them, you know what I mean? Whatever the fuck it is that they need. You know what I mean? I think they're asking for solar powered lanterns right now. You know what I mean? They need a whole bunch of them. You know what I mean? To help them out.
Don't do that. Do not donate to your fellow Americans. Donate to Ukraine and Israel.
Donate to the Appalachians. All right. They actually need your help. Fuck goddamn Israel and Ukraine.